Yo.
What's up, bro? What's
What's
up?
going on? What's going on? Welcome everyone in. Welcome back to another episode. This is going to be an emotional one. It's going to be a doozy. We got football to talk about. That's what we're gonna get into. My guy,
Yeah,
I like the hat, brother. I like the old school logo, bro.
yeah, man. I mean, listen, after last night, and we'll get into the collegiate team later on. But after last night, I was at the stadium, um, and bro, that game almost broke me, bro. After 20 years of suffering as a Miami football fan, I just you're lucky that or not lucky, but you just be surprised that I'm actually wearing the hat. I'll put it like that, bro. I almost tore up all my shit. I mean, bro, how many more times year after year, either college or pro, that my team looks like they're about to do something and they don't.
Yep.
It's frustrating to say the least, but listen, I'm strong. I'm built for this shit, and I'm here, bro. I'm here. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to hide. By the way, is my audio good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good, brother. You're good.
Okay. But yeah. But like I said, we'll get into all that. But yeah, man, I'm doing all right. Like I said, I went to the game last night. It was a good time. The weather was good. I'll tell you one thing, bro. What?
I was gonna ask you a question. So their stadium is in Coral Gables, right?
No, it's not. It's where the Dolphins play. It's where the
Okay.
Dolphins play. Yeah.
So answer me this. You know, like before, I guess it's before kickoff, when the playmakers down there doing that the alarm, the hurricane alarm or whatever. Can y'all hear that?
I mean, I wasn't sitting down at that time, or I was still like working, getting a drink, but
it doesn't sound too loud.
I don't know. I don't know if. Oh, you mean like? What do you mean? Like, can we hear it in the stadium, or can you hear it on the TV? What do you mean?
No, can you hear it in the stadium? Like, can fans hear? I mean, because the reason why I say is because that man is out there pumping for his life.
I know, right?
And you can barely hear it on the TV. So that's why I'm like, can them fools hear it?
I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to next week's game. Unfortunately,
Who
but
you got?
Stanford. But I'm going because I'm going with my nephew. He's really excited to go. It's gonna be his first football game. So obviously, I'm going because of that. But realistically, if that wasn't the case, I probably wouldn't go. That's how pissed off I am right now. So like I said,
we'll talk college ball in a bit. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about this past week. I know ain't really, you feel some type of way with your pro team. But we'll just let me kick it off. Let me kick it off so that way.
I think you should kick it off because I think your squad is a little bit more relevant, and that was a brutal loss, bro.
Yeah. So I'll get into it. Listen, obviously, for those of y'all who watched the game, which I feel like most everyone did, I guess, I don't know. We played Carolina, right? Carolina was just coming off a win from you guys, but they were coming off a win from somebody else, right? That was 2 wins against y'all, and we gave them the 3rd win in a row. But listen, it was the Dallas Cowboys defense, the 32nd ranked defense, showed up again. It wasn't the defense that we saw against the Jets. There was no pass rush. Listen, if you guys, for all my fantasy football players out there, if y'all see that your quarterback is playing the Dallas Cowboys, start that guy.
Yeah. By the way,
we made Caleb Williams look good. We made Russell Wilson look all world. We
Bryce
made
Young,
baby Bryce Young, baby boy Bryce, all 5'7" of them. We made him look like he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. On top of that, the one thing that we were doing good was the run stop. Boy, Rico Dowdle, hey, my hat goes off to you, big dog. Rico Dowdle had
2 weeks in a row.
He had about 230 all-purpose yards against us. Brother, It was an entire shit show. The offensive side did great, but again, we scored 30 points. Offensive side did great. Dak Prescott was good. George Pickens was good. We couldn't run the damn ball. So it's like the only way for the Dallas Cowboys to win games is one, the offense got to put up 40 points, and the offense has to play a perfect game. And in this league, brother, that's impossible.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could do it once, twice, but to do it on a consistent basis, that's not a formula.
And they shit the bed. They shit the bed. And now we're 2-3-1. Go figure. For the first time since I can remember, Jerry Jones opted not to have a post press conference. He didn't want to talk to the media. I think he's throwing a tantrum.
What do you read? Like, what's your?
A lot of folks were like, "Whoa, Jerry's pissed. He's going to make some moves." I think he was just throwing a tantrum. I think he's. I think Jerry Jones is always about the theatrics, so he wants people to feel like he's upset. He don't give a shit. He don't care. They asked him about this defense, how his defense is trash. Is there any moves that he could make? Because we're getting DeMarvion Overshown back. Not this week. Hopefully pretty soon. About 2 weeks, DeMarvion Overshown should come back.
That's a linebacker, right?
That's our linebacker, yeah. And he said we will have help by then for him. And I'm hoping that he's back. We need him back, before 4 to 5 weeks. What that means, brother, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, and you're probably hearing it first. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes and go get Eric Kendricks.
Guess who?
Eric Kendricks.
Oh, Eric Kendricks. Okay.
Who's not on the team right now.
Yeah.
But, in his eyes, he made a move. He just wants to shut the Cowboys fans up and say, listen, I made a move. I went and got you help. But getting back to the game, yeah, it was shit. The offense, they did what they needed to do, but it wasn't enough because we scored 30 instead of 40. And this defense couldn't do nothing, brother. It's hard for me to put a pinpoint on what is going on with the defense. If it's the DC and the scheme, or if it's personnel. I'm gonna say it's both. Because listen,
it's a combination of both.
I think it's both, and that's bad. That's bad. That's bad, dude.
I'm sorry. It's just the way you said it was hilarious.
Bro, it's bad. That's bad.
Oh man, that was good. Listen,
and this sums up the Dallas Cowboys defense, the 2025 Dallas Cowboys defense. It was 4th and 4. 4th and 4 with the crucial stop that we needed. We're still like 6 minutes on the fucking board. They had him playing man. Trayvon Diggs and DaRon Bland. 4th and 4, mind you. We're 8 feet. We're 8 yards off the ball.
Yeah, I never understand that.
On a 4th and 4.
Yeah,
And when the ball was snapped, they were backpedaling. Like, come on, bro. Like, it was an easy.
I don't know. And real quick to touch on that, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but haven't you noticed this era? You don't see a lot of cornerbacks jam anymore, right?
No, what? They're all, this era of football is finesse, bro.
Yeah, bro. Remember back in the day, like when we were like Jits, bro. CBs would fucking jam you at the line, dog.
You would.
It was a struggle, It was a struggle for receivers to get out of their break.
Yes, bro.
So
yes, and
sorry, I just kind of thought about that when you brought that up.
No, that's what it is, especially when you got DBs like we got. When you got Trayvon Diggs and you got DaRon Bland, who both have brand new sets of knee ligaments, they don't want to get burned, brother.
Right?
They don't want to get burned, and it's happened to them this season already. They both gotten pieced up. They don't want that. So the only option they have is to be, 8 yards off the damn ball.
Yeah.
And how does that help us? It doesn't, man. It doesn't.
Yeah, no, and it's if you don't want to get burned, you're gonna all that intermediate shit. You're gonna get eaten up alive. And if you have a quarterback that's competent, he's gonna eat you up alive. Now, Bryce Young, I mean, bro, the thing about Bryce Young, I don't know what to make of him. He's in a shit organization. I don't know if he's good or not, or I just think he's just average and small. That's all. That's what I think.
No, he is.
But
He is.
but anyways, to touch. I mean, I don't know if you got any more ranting you want to do on your end.
No, that's it.
But that's it. You're done. All right. See you later. Bye.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for stopping by. And now,
thanks for stopping by. That's it. Click. Done. Yeah. Look, I mean, my takeaway from it. Look, bro. Now that the fact that now that we're doing this, I was rooting for you guys because, bro. Listen, I'm gonna root for the Cowboys and obviously the Dolphins every week because this makes it a funner show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So obviously I'm gonna be, rooting. And even listen, I know for those who don't really know me, my cousin does. I know I talk a lot of shit and I do troll a lot. And I remember when I used to always troll this guy. So I just talk random shit about the Cowboys. And I don't do that anymore. I don't know. I guess maturity. I'm still immature, but maturity. But anyways,
you realize that the Dolphins are ass. So
no, I just realized like, okay, it's already gotten old. It's already gotten old. So, but anyway, so I always kind of root for the Cowboys because I do want to see if they by some miracle make a Super Bowl. I know me and you are gonna go to Dallas and party. So I have a vested interest in that as well. Or even if they make the NFC Championship game, we're gonna do something like something's gonna pop off. And every time me and you link up, it's a great time. It's a movie.
For sure.
So, do you want a rum and coke? Guys, inside joke.
Nah.
Inside joke. Rum and coke.
It's an inside joke that if it happens, the inside joke starts coming out.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, we're gonna keep the inside joke an inside joke, right?
Yeah, an inside joke. Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm now that we're doing this platform, I'm even rooting even more, bro. So I'm kind of watching it, and I think I had the Dolphin game. I was one eye on it. I'm just so disconnected with my team. I mean, kind of the only the reason why I'm still like watching it closely is because to talk about it, to break it down.
Right.
But as I was watching, bro, some of the similar things that you were saying, just the defense, man. That you guys can't make that crucial stop. Yeah. Rico Dowdle, he's on a tear right now. I saw him run 200, not even all-purpose yards on my team. It was 200 rushing yards.
Yeah,
I think he had like 203. So, and he was geeked up or jacked up, whatever you want to call it, to play you guys.
Yeah.
So
he made that known.
Huh?
He made that known.
Yeah, no, of course. And listen, and credit to him. Credit to him. He showed out.
I can't fault the guy.
No, of course not. So, but also too, we gotta probably start looking. Carolina, they might be a formidable team. I mean, I know they beat the Dolphins are the Dolphins, but
I can't say that when just because they beat us and they beat you guys, like
they're 3-3.
If we're being honest, like when it comes to both our teams, like we're bottom of the tier.
But I think, but the Dolphins are bottom of the tier because of coaching. Because there's still a lot of talent on the Miami Dolphins, and the Cowboys. Your offense is top flight. I mean,
yeah.
So again, I don't really care about the Panthers. I was just
but maybe they are turning the tide. I don't know.
They might, or they might be a formidable foe, as they say. They might, be live. So
yeah, maybe
But anyways, just defense. You guys. If I'm Jerry, again, I know it's Jerry Jones, but if I'm him, I'm making a move ASAP because you guys still listen. What's going on with Philadelphia right now, and the fact that Washington is not looking so hot, bro. To me, that fucking division is still up for grabs. I don't care what anybody tells me.
It's wide open.
I don't care.
It's wide open.
It's. I mean, I don't know if it's wide open, but it
is.
The door is open by a lot.
Yeah.
About 60 to 70% open. So if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm making a move, player. I'm making a move. I'm probably calling the Miami Dolphins and say, "What do you want for Chubb? What do you want for Jalen Phillips? What do you want for Zach Sealer?" Or by the way, I saw that Waddle because you text me. Waddle's not getting traded. Waddle's not getting traded. I don't think Waddle. I mean, I would be shocked if he does. Waddle and A-Chain ain't getting traded. Who's gonna get traded is those two, Chubb and Phillips.
I think right now a lot of teams are in defensive need. And you guys, ironically enough, you guys, like you just said, right? It comes down to coaching because you have the talent. So you guys have the talent,
Yeah. I mean, listen, I know that when it comes to our DB room, we're not good. So that's why the pass rush is not looking as good. But
yeah.
Listen, we're going to get into Miami right now. That it's just it's just bad. It's rotten. It's rotten.
Yeah.
But anyways, just to put tie a bow on what I was saying about the Cowboys. Yeah, listen, Jerry Jones, make a call, bro, because 2-3-1, you have a tie, I guess, against the Packers. So I don't know how that would work out if you guys have the same record. You still got Philly again. You have a chance to go 1-1. You guys haven't played the Commanders yet. This is your first time. Right? So you have a chance to be one up on them. Bro, I know after the game, you probably were like, yo, this team's ass. Like, we have no shot because no defense. But bro, there's still only 6 games in. Cowboys, go out there and make a move. Season's still very much alive.
I mean, trade deadlines are when November 6th. So
they bumped it up, I think, a week. So now I think it's like November 3rd or 4th. It used to be like
mid-November, I think.
Like the last week of October. Now I think it's the first week of November.
Yeah, I think it's November 6th. I think
November,
the third, something like that.
Yeah, something around there.
So there's still two weeks. I mean, there's still 2 weeks to get it done. But it's like, but that's the thing with Jerry Jones, brother. Is we talked about it last time. Is he has said, if there's an opportunity out there, we're waiting by the phone. Who the fuck is going to call you? Like go make. Sometimes opportunities are created.
Right.
He
knows that. He's a fucking businessman. That man's a billionaire. He knows that shit. He knows
but the ego has washed out the business side of Jerry Jones. And that's where he's at now. And I'm like, dude, like they're so like they should have been on the phone with you guys. Like I said, Bradley Chubb, we need that dude. We need a D tackle and we need a pass rush. Like there's formidable people out there that are on teams that aren't going to make it that will negotiate and entertain some talks.
Listen,
but he's just not going to do it, bro.
If it comes to like run stopping, Miami Dolphins, we got Zach Sealer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we have Zach Sealer, so that I know we just paid him, so that would probably be like a big cap hit. But yeah, we got pass rushers. So if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm hitting the Dolphins up. Like, what's up?
Right.
What you want? 5th round pick, 4th round pick. So
because and I don't want to go off into another direction here. I just want to make a quick point, and you'll agree with it. Because if this was the Eagles, bro, Howie Roseman's on that phone.
No, he's on that phone. Bro, after winning the Super Bowl, that man was trying to get Michael Parsons and shit.
And that's the one thing that I like about the Eagles is that they stay making moves so that way he puts that team in the position to win.
Yeah, no, you have to be fluid in the NFL. You have to stay liquid. You have to, because the NFL, there's so many players to a team, so many coaches make up a coaching staff. NFL, bro, you constantly have to be, and Howie Roseman is the best in the business at that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. That is what it is.
But Cowboys, like I said, if I'm them, I'm actively trying to upgrade that defense to make a run.
Listen, that segues us into the next topic real quick, and I just want let's just see, should the Dolphins start trade talks? What do you think?
Bro, the Dolphins should trade their owner. They should trade everything. They should trade this, I don't know, break down the stadium, do something, bro. There's I don't know what's going on in Miami. I mean, maybe we're just not supposed to have good football in the 20th century, 21st century, some shit like that. But after 2000, it's just been whoa, bro. I don't know. Maybe we got to change the name, change the city, the owner. I don't know, but I mean, the owner definitely, he is the root of all problems for the Miami Dolphins, and it's not even close. I believe he is still meddling. I believe he is the one that forced Chris Greer to hire Mike McDaniel. I don't know this. It's just my speculation and it's my guess. Because there's no reason why, as a owner, there's no reason why you watch Mike McDaniel coach the way he coaches and still has a job. If you are an owner, that's worth a shit. If I'm Stephen Ross, I call him into my office. I go, hey, buddy, Mike, whatever the fuck your name is. What the fuck are you doing? No, I'm saying I like that.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Because your coaching is, your coaching is abysmal.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. You don't get plays on time. When things are working, you go away from it. Like Darren Waller, the man catches what I thought was going to be the game-winning touchdown. Why couldn't you do that all game? Like Darren Waller is balling out. That's actually a bright spot on the team, but he's not using him at certain times.
That's sports 101, bro. When you got a hot hand, you feed it.
Dude, it's in the Carolina Panthers game. They're up 17-0. Waller has 2 touchdowns already, and he doesn't go to him in the second half. And then some people said, "Oh, because the defense adjusted." Okay, well, adjust right back, bro. What are we doing here?
It's a game, bro. You got to make adjustments.
Yeah, it's a game. Sorry, I had to close my thing. It was too much light right now. But anyways, the Dolphins they should. Of course they should. They should trade. In my opinion, they should trade anything and everything. I mean,
in other words, blow up the team.
Yeah, man. Listen, the Dolphins need to. It's like, how can I say this? It's like when something goes rotten, when something goes bad. What do you do with it? You don't preserve it. You just throw the shit away.
Throw it away,
right? You throw it away. When an apple goes rotten, you're not gonna cut the pieces that are rotten to still eat it. You're gonna throw away and go get a new one.
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins right now, what they need to do is they need to just completely drop a nuclear bomb and just. That's it. It obviously hasn't worked. It has not worked. This rebuild has not worked. In my opinion, what I would do is I would say, yo, Mike McDaniel, hit the road. You're out. Chris Greer, you're fired as well. And I understand that that's a casualty because I know that me and you have talked about Chris Greer, and we believe that he is a good GM. Yeah. I still believe that. But when something's rotten, like I just said, you got to just throw it all away. You got to start over. Yeah, I would fire the GM. I would fire the coach. I would tell Weaver, because I believe Weaver is a leader of men. I just think this season is just so bad that everything is just going bad.
Is that your DC?
Yeah. Okay. He's well respected. I believe he is a leader of men. So I would put him on the head coach and say, listen, I'm going to give you a shot for 11, 12 games, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Let me see what you got. You're on double secret probation as well. And then go from there. Let go of McDaniel, let go of Greer, put the interim GM, because I'm pretty sure there's somebody that, that happens before. I'm pretty sure there's an assistant GM, make him and you're already in season. There's really no moves you got to really make anyway. So, and then once you get the head coach out, you put Weaver in, see what he got, and then you go from there. Then in March, that's when you are at the end of the season, you start your head coaching. Well, you start your GM trail, or you start your GM search.
Yeah, of course.
Once you hire your GM hires your coach, and you go from there. And at the quarterback position, I would definitely draft the quarterback and get rid of Tua. Again, not for the reasons why other people say, because people, Tua, he sucks. Yeah, okay, I get people are saying that. I would do it because, like I said, it hasn't worked. It's time to just flip the whole page. It's going to be very hard to get rid of Tua because of cap ramifications, but I don't know. Put him as the backup.
I mean, sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Yeah, you have to, bro. And listen, and people going crazy about what Tua said. And, I'll touch on that real quick. He shouldn't have said that. But fuck it. Why? I mean, say it. Why not? The season's shit, anyways. You know what I'm saying? The season's
the problem that a lot of people have with that is that he's not taking he's not taking accountability. He's saying it to everybody else.
Right. And listen, here's the deal. Tua just doesn't know how to talk in front of people. He just doesn't know how to do it. He looks uncomfortable when
he's new to this when it comes to talking.
But
because he never really did it.
The guy was at Alabama for 3 years. He was the starting quarterback. It's just he don't have it in him. You don't have it in him.
Yeah.
listen, everybody has a different personality, right? Like me. Every time we go out, I'm the one that's always the talkative one. You're more of the laid back. That's just how we are. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's different,
Right?
you know.
Yeah.
Tua just doesn't look comfortable talking in front of people. He
Yeah.
just doesn't. And leadership role he might be one of these leaders that lead by example. But the problem with that, when you are a quarterback of a franchise, you have to talk.
Yeah, you're the talking head.
You cannot be a leader by example because you're not a cornerback. You're not a linebacker. You're not a running back. You're a quarterback. You got to communicate. You got to talk, whether that's to your teammates or to the media. Yeah. So leading by example, this doesn't work as a quarterback. He doesn't look comfortable doing it, and I think that he doesn't mean he doesn't do malicious intent. It just comes out wrong. It just comes out wrong. So, with that being said, but how I took it was like, fuck it. If it makes the coach look bad, good. Quicker he's out of here, the better. You know, if it makes players look bad, good. Or by the way, you Tua haters, that's good. That's good that he said it for you guys, because that means that he'll get out here quicker, because they'll start revolting on him, and then he'll get out of here quicker. So to me, it's like, yeah, do it, say it. Now I get what you're saying. It doesn't look, he's not taking accountability, and teammates are gonna look at him side eye. I get it from that aspect, but I took it like that, like fuck it. Just go ahead and say it.
I mean, it's kind of like at this point, it's like, what is there left to protect, right? What is there left to
exactly? You know, you're not making the playoffs. I mean, what are they? They're 1-5. I mean, has there ever been a 1-5 team to make the playoffs? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe there has, but definitely not with Mike McDaniel. You know,
right? Yeah. But let me ask you this question.
But I'm definitely making trades. I'm trying to get as much capital as I can.
So I agree with you. It's tough for me to agree with you, but I get it when it comes to everything's got to go, including the GM, right? Yeah. Do you trust your owner on the hire of the new GM?
Nope. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
I don't trust him. That's why I was talking to my brother the other day when we were working out. We were talking about, you know, Dolphins and shit, and I told him, I go, bro, I'm never gonna be gung ho for a new regime to come. Like, I'm never gonna be excited anymore. I'm gonna take the approach of, okay, let's see what you do, and then when you start doing good shit, then I'll get excited. Yeah, doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop being a fan. That's not what I mean. Or I'm not gonna.
You're on a prove it to me kind of basis.
Yeah, bro. Because for what you think, I don't trust that owner to do anything. Yeah, I don't trust that guy to do a damn thing. So no, I don't trust him to make the right GM move. I don't trust whoever he puts in. Bro, I don't even trust that if he hires a GM, that he's gonna allow his GM to make moves. Yeah, I don't trust that, because it hasn't come out. It hasn't been proven, but I'm sorry. I believe that that's the case. I believe that he's still meddling. I don't care what anybody fucking tells me. And it leads me to this point too. I don't think Stephen Ross gives a fuck about winning a championship. Now, people say, "Oh man, but he spends all this money. Look how he renovated the stadium." Okay, he cares about making money. He cares about making money.
It sounds like he's trying to take a page out of Jerry Jones' book.
Yeah, no, because listen, he built that stadium really nice. Now that Formula One shit, it's in that stadium. Right. They're gonna host Super Bowls there. They're gonna host national championships there. They host the Miami US Open, I think it's called.
Isn't it? Because I know AT&T Stadium is, but isn't Hard Rock one of the destinations for the Olympics, the soccer? FIFA or FIFA is coming in 2028.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, FIFA, not the Olympics. It's FIFA, right?
Yeah, it's FIFA. Yeah, the World Cup that's coming in 2020 next year. I think actually.
Is it 20? No, I mean I don't know. The last time I think was 2024. No,
I don't know. I can't remember. But I think Hard Rock is one of them, and AT&T is one of them, and then SoFi is the other.
Yeah, well, I mean, look.
So he's trying to He's trying to.
Yeah, Stephen Ross, he cares about making money, and he cares to put a relevant enough team on the field that the stadium gets still sold out. You know what I mean? The perfect season.
Y'all are cursed from the perfect season?
See, that makes no sense. Look, I always say this. That's my brother saying that. I always say this though. The year after the Miami Dolphins won, after the perfect season, so the curse was broken then. after the perfect season, the Miami Dolphins went back to back. So that makes no sense. But okay.
By the way, shout out to Moe. Shout out to your bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate you stopping by.
Shout out to my bro. Shout out to my big bro. But yeah, look, like I said, I think Stephen Ross cares enough about putting a squad on the field that will still sell tickets. But in terms of like winning a Super Bowl, look, like I said, I don't know the man's heart, but that's just coming from me. I just think, listen, all problems start with him, and I don't.
I mean,
I don't trust.
to be fair, I think with your GM and I think with your head coach that you have, I think it was a swing and a miss because
it was.
I think
it was.
Look what Greer has been able to provide the Dolphins, right? And then the McDaniel experiment in the very beginning looked like it was going to be something, right?
It did,
but then it just turned out that it wasn't. It's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, but also too, I think Chris Greer has a weak point in this. Like, I think he listens to his coaches too much. There was a lot of players that he drafted because of Brian Flores wanted him, and we all know how that turned out. And there's a lot of shit that I still think that Mike McDaniel asks Chris Greer to do, and he obliges because he wants to please his coach.
Yeah, and
that's a good philosophy to have, to be in sync with your coach. But if the coach is an idiot, that's not good. Yeah. For the life of me, with a player like Tua, I don't understand how you still have failed to beef up that line, that O-line. I for the life of me, I don't.
Yeah, that's
you talk about.
I don't understand how any team has the thought process and the mindset of let's just put the talent on the team, but let's not worry about protecting them.
Yeah, like
I don't understand that concept.
Remember David or Derek Carr's brother, David Carr, I believe, that got drafted by the Texans, one overall in 2002.
Yeah,
I still believe he could have been a good quarterback, but he got sacked too many times and was
dude.
So that happens a lot. Look what happened to Andrew Luck. Joe Burrow. Great as he is, they're doing the same thing. It's malpractice. Yep. And I don't understand, like you said, any team, let alone any team, but the Dolphins, I don't understand how they have not got that right. And you're talking about 2, 3, 4 years now. So you talk about swings and misses. See, that's the thing, bro. Chris Greer, the things that he's fucked up on are big. The coaching decisions. Yeah. And somehow, some way, the O-line, whether he hits on them, but he has to let them walk during free agency, or he misses on them on the draft, or just whatever the combination of fuck ups on the O-line, he signs Teron Armstead. Yeah, he's great, but he's always hurt. Yeah. It's just combinations of fuck ups. Or what about this doozy? What about this? And I was at your crib watching this draft. He trades up in the second round to get Liam Eichenberg.
Oh yeah.
He trades up to get him. He loses an asset. Meanwhile, he didn't have to trade back, and he could have got Creed Humphrey.
Yeah.
I don't know if you recall, but do you remember what I was saying at your house in the third round, like the second day of the draft? Yo, I want Creed Humphrey. Did I not say that?
I don't remember. Be honest with you, we were pretty guns.
I remember saying that. I want Creed Humphrey. And guess what? Creed Humphrey is probably the best center in all of football.
Yeah.
It's those decisions like that are magnified because of the franchise. The franchise is bad. So when you make these decisions and you make these little minute, at the time don't seem much, but it is a big deal. You could have had Creed Humphrey,
right?
And then you draft Liam Eichenberg. Really? That guy's crazy. That guy's horrible. So it's just there's big swings and misses, and unfortunately, the GM. There's only so many times that you could get a chance at the tree, as they say. So, it's.
I think as far as a GM goes, I think I don't know why his name is escaping me. I think you know who I'm talking about. Would be a good GM for you guys. Um, and he talks on
Oh, ESPN, Lewis Riddick.
Lewis Riddick, bro.
Yeah, no. I agree. I
Lewis
definitely agree. I
Riddick would
think,
make a great GM, but he's
yeah,
not
well,
he's
he
not
was.
one to take shit from an owner.
Oh yeah, no, but he wasn't. Wasn't he? He was a player personnel developer or some shit like that, right? He was the
Yeah,
vice president
yeah,
of director here. I'll look it up right now. But Lewis Riddick, I definitely agree with you. He
yeah.
would be, and you could tell he's a big trench play guy.
He
You
is,
could tell
bro.
that.
He
You
is.
could tell that.
He is.
You know what I mean? But I'm looking it up right now. Yeah,
I think the reason
Lewis Riddick.
why teams have gotten away from trench plays because it's not the sexy pick. It's not the pick that would kind of outside of fans like you and I, the
Mhm.
casual fans or just the fans
Yeah,
of the team and the game, right? Which is cool, right? It's not sexy to them to go get a center, to go get a left, right tackle, a guard.
right.
It's not. So they're trying to put butts in seats, and that I think that's why the NFL or some teams have gotten away from that.
When fantasy football came out, when did it come out? I think it started in the very early two
It's got
thousands.
to be early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, I remember. Not that I remember, but I think you had to do it through newspaper when it
Yeah,
first came
some shit
out.
like that.
You
Yeah,
know, so but I think fantasy football has kind of, if I have to blame something for that reason of why trench play has been, it's because of fantasy football. And hey, look, I don't blame the NFL, man. You got to make money. They want to make
yeah,
as much money as you can. But when fantasy football came into the equation, that led to a lot of the offense and the sexiness of I want a wide receiver over a
yeah.
lineman.
Lyman, yeah,
But listen, me and and you know me, I'm a big trench play guy. And
yeah.
see, to me, if you draft a center or a left, that's sexy to me.
Yeah.
That's sexy to me. But I get it. Yeah, it's not.
I mean that opens up everything, bro.
Yeah, but listen, football is it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Trench play. Trench play is the key. Real quick, because I want to. Now that we're talking about this, I do want to ask you a question. I don't know if my brother's still watching, but he is. This is for him. But anyways, Lewis Riddick, yeah, he was a pro scout for the Redskins. Then he was a director of pro personnel, and then the same thing and then he went to the Eagles. He was a pro scout and the director of pro personnel. So I mean, he's been in some type of capacity. He's been in those roles before. So I would definitely like this. But real quick, I wanted to ask you. Like I said, I don't know if my brother's still watching. We had an argument, not an argument, but we were talking about it. Like, what is more important on a football team? He was like, "Oh, it's a quarterback," and I said, "No, it's trench, it's O line, because it don't matter what quarterback you have. You have a bad trench play, you have bad trench play. It don't matter what the quarterback could be great, but he ain't gonna do shit." So, what? Just a question for you: what do you think is more important? What do you think is more important to build a winner? Like, what more emphasis is it more important to have the quarterback, or is it more important to have the O line?
Now we're talking offensive side of the ball, clearly, right?
Yes.
It's the O line.
It's the O line. Yeah, of course it is. Because
but two things can be true though.
It can. No, it can. Listen, it's a hell of a question.
You can have a great O line and a shit quarterback and go nowhere with it.
But you can have a Jalen Hurts situation where he's average.
Brock Purdy.
He would be a great GM. Who's he?
I think Lewis Riddick.
Oh, Lewis Riddick. Yeah. No, if you're talking about Lewis Riddick, absolutely, I 100%.
I agree.
But yeah, but you can have a Jalen Hurts situation where Jalen Hurts is average, bro. And
again, there's no way around it.
They have a great O line and an average quarterback.
Yeah.
But if you have a all world quarterback and a shit O line, Joe Burrow.
I mean, you take two current teams, right? Take two current teams, and it's a perfect example. You got teams like the Philadelphia Eagles, who we just said, right? Great O line, average quarterback, and you got an all world quarterback and a shit O line like the Cincinnati Bengals.
Exactly.
So
So
when it comes down to it, trench play is extremely necessary. But like I said, two things can be true because you can still have a great O line and a shit quarterback and do nothing.
well, yeah, no. If you have an awful quarterback, yes, yeah, you're not going to do anything. I get that, 110%. But you can have a Brock Purdy, bro. Look what Mac Jones is doing right now.
I was just about to say, bro.
Look what Mac Jones. Is doing.
Look at what Daniel Jones is doing. Daniel Jones, yeah, with the Colts,
Bro.
like,
yeah,
he's an MVP talk. So I'm like, what the fuck? Are we talking about the same Danny Dimes? Like,
that's bro. Because again, that O line is looking competent.
yeah,
I know people don't want to hear it, and I sound like a broken record, and it's annoying. But until that happens, with my squad, it doesn't. I think I touched on this last week. It don't matter what quarterback we get, you know. So Dolphin fans, don't worry about the next quarterback until you get a running game and an O-line. You know. So
which, by the way, you have a running game.
Yes, we have the personnel to have a running game.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, but you don't have the O-line.
And again, like, and to touch on and this is to touch back on the Chris Grier where he makes mistakes on that O-line. Two of our right guard and right tackle are out, so we have horrible right guard play and horrible right tackle play. But when healthy, our O-line is actually not that bad. It really isn't. Yeah. But they're hurt. So that goes back to like, yo, Chris Grier, you signed James Daniel, which is an excellent right guard in free agency, but he was coming off an Achilles, and he's hurt again. Right. So you see what I'm saying? Like the decisions he's making on these O-line, they're either hurt, whiffs on draft day, or a combination of both. You know? So you know, but listen. Again, the Dolphins, they trade everybody. At this point, if you could trade Tua, which I know you can't, but if there's a team out there that would entertain that, do it. Do it. Yeah, do it. If there's a team, not saying that there will be, but if there's a team out there, bro, look,
I don't know that is immediate need for a quarterback that could be.
No, I mean. No, not really. Like, there's no team in immediate need that like is like on the cusp, and that Tua would elevate them. Yeah. I will listen, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The Rams. I know they have a quarterback at the moment. Hold on, let me finish. They have a quarterback at the moment, but Matt Stafford, he's done after this year or next year. Tua Tagovailoa with Sean McVay. Boy, that would be something. Paul, they're gonna need a quarterback. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Matthew Stafford's on his last leg, bro.
Yeah, but
he's on his last leg. Like he literally had to not practice or do a training camp.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost done, bro.
He's right there. He literally couldn't practice or participate in training camp because they had to preserve his body for the regular season.
But do you not feel that Sean McVay would rather draft a QB and mold him instead of going with?
No, that might be perfectly fine, and I would probably do the same thing. But I'm just giving you an example of like, bro, Tua and Mike and Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah,
yo, you know, Tua and Sean Payton. They definitely got their quarterback, or at least they think they do. Bo Nix. But again, I keep saying it. The Rams. If Tua goes to the Rams, you're talking about.
I mean, there's teams out there like that could use a quarterback,
the
right?
Saints.
Now.
The Saints.
The Saints, I feel, would probably be the best because Spencer Rattler. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. The Saints, but again, I don't know.
Yeah, but the Saints,
or the Vikings. The Vikings is another one. Even though I obviously know they got JJ McCarthy, and we still don't know about him. But you got to put him with a coach that is going to put the right trench play around him, and running game, you know. So, but and I'm doing all the trades I can. Jalen Waddle, I don't think he'll get traded. I really don't, because I think they want to kind of keep him. He's going to be like a building block. But I would for the right price. Hell yeah, everybody got a price, homie. Everybody got a price. So
we'll see what happens. I mean, there's definitely like trade rumor talks out there. There's nothing official. And clearly
Man.
Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips are number
those,
one.
no, those definitely, yeah. Those definitely, I would, definitely trade those.
Those are definitely the names that are being thrown out there. As far as what's it called? Trade
trade
rumors.
bait. Yeah, trade rumors, trade. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
But
nothing.
yeah, brother,
Official.
listen, that's kind of again saying Dolphins. It's a disaster. They need to just drop a nuclear bomb, get rid of everybody. We play the Cleveland Browns. I think we're gonna get into some predictions now, but we play the Cleveland Browns, and I think the Dolphins lose.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. I listen. It's
Doesn't it, it feels like it's just they're like I don't like using the term like gave up, but it feels that way in the locker room, doesn't it? Like it feels that
I
like
mean,
they're just out there to collect a paycheck now.
I'm not gonna say they're giving up because, bro. Okay. By the way, I didn't touch on the game on the Chargers game, bro. They should have won that game. They should have won that game, and they didn't give up. They were down by 11, and they came back. Tua had a game-winning drive with 50 seconds left, and if Jalen Phillips just wraps up Herbert on that sack, and he doesn't allow him to get away and dump it off to Ladd McConkey, and the defense allow Ladd McConkey to go 50 yards for a game-winning field goal with 50 seconds left. If Jalen Phillips wraps up, they win the game. They win the game. So I wouldn't say that they've given up. I just think it's just such a bad situation, bro. So it's a bad situation. What can go wrong will go wrong. And they play the Browns this week. They're playing in Cleveland. And also, let me tell you why this is a very bad matchup for the Miami Dolphins. The Cleveland Browns defense is good. It's good. Their pass rush is good. No, they're not a good team. They're not a good team.
Yeah, their pass rush has always been good.
But the Miami Dolphins are like ranked 30-something in O-line play.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, they really can't run. And what does the Browns do? They stop the run. They can rush the passer. So this is a recipe. This is a disaster recipe for the Miami Dolphins in terms of matchups. And styles makes fights. All my boxing fans out there, all of my boxing fans out there, which I know we are two of them, know that styles makes fights. And this is not a good matchup. And guess what? I think it's like predicted to be like 40-mile-an-hour winds out there.
God.
And Tua don't have the strongest of arms, as we all know. So,
Well, if he's throwing with the wind, he'll be good.
Yeah. So I guess he's got to like throw backwards if it's so I can go this way. So, look, to me, it's just a bad matchup. Cleveland's like, listen, this is the turd bowl. This is the turd bowl. So my prediction, I do think the Dolphins are going to lose. I think they're going to lose 34-24.
Okay.
And the Browns can't really score, but I just think they're gonna feast because it's just everybody's feasting on the Dolphins. So 34-24, and then we'll see if Stephen Ross pulls the trigger finally once and for all.
I mean, there's a lot of teams doing it.
Yeah, for real. Look, the Tennessee just did it.
Tennessee,
Penn State. I know it's college, and for different reasons, but Penn State did it, bro. And
FSU did it.
Well, no, they haven't. They haven't done it yet.
I saw yesterday Mike Norvell's gone.
No way. No, they fired him yesterday? Get the fuck out of here.
I think it was yesterday.
No, bro. I would have saw that come through, no?
Unless it's a fan page that I saw it on.
Yeah, that's probably what you saw, though. But you got.
I'm still new to this Twitter thing, bro.
Yeah, we can tell. No, he hasn't. Not yet, okay. but he's right there. He's close. He's close to it.
Him, what's his name? Napier for Florida.
Oh yeah. Billy Napier's bro. They're both like this. They're both really, really close.
Yeah.
But they're gonna pay James Franklin $50 million. So yeah, it's happening a lot. And again, you lose to the Cleveland Browns, bro. I feel like you have to fire him. Like, what is the justification for not firing him if they lose to the Cleveland Browns?
Then you'll be what, 1-6?
1-6.
1-6. You lost to Cleveland. You lost to Carolina. You got to go. Like,
come on. At this point, it's like, all right, homie. Like, let's go, bro. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
So that's my prediction. I'm curious to hear your prediction on not the Dolphins. Well, you can give your prediction for the Dolphins, but I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. I'm curious to hear. I want to see what you think about this Redskins game and your team coming up.
Yeah, so it's we play Washington. We play it at Jerry World. I don't know what the number line is, and I don't know who's the underdog. I don't pay attention to that. Brother, I think it's going to be. And listen, I think a lot of folks are already written the Cowboys off just because of the defense. But it's going to be a difficult game. Why? Because it's still Dan Quinn. I call him the Washington Cowboys because Dan Quinn took a lot of Dallas Cowboys, and I mean they're mostly on defense. Yeah, they're mostly.
He took your center, right? He took your center, didn't he?
Yeah, he took the center. He took a few D linemen. And things like that. Hold on real quick. And but I feel like it's gonna be a closer game than what folks think it is, just because of the way Washington's been playing. They've been playing like ass, bro. They can't run the ball. Their O-line is not doing good.
They're hurt a lot, though. A lot of their players are hurt.
They have a lot of injuries. Listen, we're getting CeeDee Lamb back. So I feel like this is because of the fact that we're getting CeeDee Lamb back. I feel like Javonte Williams is pissed off. We're playing at home. Bro. We had 63 rushing yards against Carolina.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Bad.
Can't do it.
I think it's going to be a bounce back game. I really do. I think this is going to be it just because it has to be for the Dallas Cowboys. It's got to be a high scoring game. I think that here's the big if we can contain Jaden Daniels to the pocket, we'll be fine because they're out Terry McLaurin.
Yeah,
and they're out their other receiver too.
I think Debo might be there, but I think he's nursing an injury.
I don't really give a fuck about. I've never worried about Debo Samuel.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, they got a lot of fucking injuries.
Yeah,
man. They
got. And this is a must. And this is a must win, man. And I feel like, Shotty is pushing that through. He keeps saying, we're constantly making moves to the defense. Like he's trying to make it work. But what it comes down to is his offense has to score more than 37. We got to score 40. If we can get to there, then I think that we win it. And I'll make a prediction, brother. I think it's gonna be a 40-31, 40-33, something like that. And I just feel just because of the reason that this is the first time since week 2 that George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are on the field together.
Bro, but
George Pickens has come to his own. Dak Prescott trusts him now.
Yeah.
So he's going to be dishing that ball out, brother. So between George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, and Javonte Williams,
I think that could be, bro. But let me tell you, in a weird way, I think that could be a negative. I mean, they'll still figure it out. But the fact that George Pickens is playing so great, when CD comes back, you don't think that might kind of disrupt the not the he's not gonna get pissed off, but it's gonna disrupt some of that, magic that they've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Man, come on, Paul. We're gonna get listen,
Moe. I gotta let you know, Moe. I switched your name on my phone to it's not Moe anymore. It's Doom and Gloom Cowboy Fan.
That's what he is.
Because brother, it's just always doom and gloom.
Listen, there's two type of Cowboys.
You gotta find the good in things, bro. You gotta find the good in things.
There's two type of Cowboys fans out there. Ones that are delusional, they're going to the Super Bowl, and then there's one like my brother. Everybody sucks. I hate everybody. Yeah. This guy, he can't. Dak Prescott's just not it for him. But you guys can argue on that on your own. You guys can do that on your own.
It is what it is, brother. Listen, there's a lot of it. It's just it comes down to Cowboys fans, expect a Super Bowl, and when it doesn't happen, I mean,
Yeah, look,
It's always the quarterback fault. I mean, the same
look,
shit
it's
happened
like I
with
said,
Tony Romo.
yeah.
But I
look,
mean,
you
before then, I always tell people this: like before Tony Romo, look at what look at who we had, brother. I mean, come on now, like going back to Dave Campo time, like nah, we're
Dave
good.
Campo. Yeah, nah, and look, and your franchise. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of jokes going around the last couple of years, but let's not get it twisted, dog. The Cowboys have always been,
yeah. But to get back to your point, nah, bro, listen, because George Pickens, the reason why George Pickens is doing so well, obviously, CeeDee Lamb being hurt has helped him, but CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, that them being veterans and them being so cool-headed and calm-headed themselves has helped George Pickens.
Yeah,
they got really a tight bond and a tight relationship. It's not gonna.
I know, and I didn't mean it was gonna mess things up in terms of like his attitude or anything. I'm just thinking like, man, it's been he's been playing so well that now that CD's back, the production might not be as much, but I could be wrong. It might be the opposite, and I hope so. Like I said, I'm rooting for that. I've been watching the Cowboys too long, so I know what's gonna happen. No, and listen, again, that's a lot of Cowboys fans.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, look, hold on. My brother he's stuck in the 90s, bro. You gotta get over it, bro. Troy Aikman's not coming back. Emmitt Smith ain't coming back. Mike Weir ain't coming back. Johnson ain't coming back. My brother's stuck on that.
Most Cowboys fans are, bro. Most Cowboys fans are. That's the number one argument, is we have 5 Super Bowls, and I'll argue that till I die.
Yeah. I do the same thing with UM. I do the same shit with UM.
Right. Yeah, I argue that too. But at the end of the day, then I always say this: don't watch the game then. then just wait until they win the Super Bowl, and then you can throw the hat back on and say, "Hey, we did it."
With all due respect, Paul, you can't tell fans how to fan. Let fans be.
I'm not telling
fan on their own. If they're
I'm not telling anybody how to fan, but at the same time too, they can't tell me how to fan either.
No, of course,
So if I can't tell you what I think, don't fucking tell me what you think. If not, then we're gonna dish it out. But listen,
like my
when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, that's what happens. It's because that expectation is so fucking high.
And you got like my brother, for example, like a fan like that, for example, he's watched the Cowboys win Super Bowls. Obviously he was younger, but he did watch it.
Right.
So to see what has happened, it's frustrating. I can only imagine. It's frustrating.
It's not like I'm here celebrating like the fact that we haven't been to an NFC Championship game in 30 fucking years. I'm not celebrating that, but at the same time too, this is a sport that I love, and I'm not gonna not watch it because the team isn't doing good. It could be worse. It could be a Cleveland Brown fan.
The Dolphins.
You could be a Moe. Listen. I know you live in Miami, brother. You could be a Dolphins fan and not made the playoffs in 20 years.
No, not win a playoff game.
Same shit.
It's you're right. Who the fuck wants to go to the playoffs and get smoked? It don't matter.
Don't hang up. Don't be a San Francisco fan and put up the at least we made it banners. Don't do that.
Oh yeah. But anyways, to get back to the prediction, look, I think you guys are gonna win too. Because it is a must win, and I think you guys are going to win. I think it's going to be a thriller. I think it's going to be 30. I think it's going to be like 34-35, some crazy shit.
On our end, it's got to be.
Because it's going to be like a 1 point, 2
point. The defense ain't stopping them, bro. The defense ain't stopping them. We got to outscore them.
I mean, I know at any given Sunday, and, the defense can wake up. I mean, look what happened to Louisville versus Miami. We're going to get into that right now. So anything could happen. The defense could show up and just freak out, but – I think it's going to be one of those games, and it's going to be a thriller, man. I really do.
Yeah, but you're talking about 2 coaches who know each other, Dan Quinn and Schottenheimer.
Yeah, 100%. No, there's a lot of familiarity. Am I saying that word right? Familiarity there. Kind of, man. Listen, bro. Hey, I graduated from HML, dog. And barely with a 2.0, so. Grammar ain't the best for me. But anyways, I think it's going to be there's a lot of familiarity there. I think I said it again. Right. 37-35 Cowboys. I think so. I think
Yeah,
you guys,
I
bro,
mean,
you guys need to pull it off, man. Come on.
yeah.
I want this show to be, I want to hop on this show next week and have 2 victories, man, so we can, celebrate something. Shit. Let's go.
Well, I mean, we probably got more of a chance on my end than your end, but which,
Yeah.
by the way, let's just rip the Band-Aid off, brother. Listen,
Bro,
Friday night college games are weird to me.
I hate them. I fucking hate them with a passion.
I don't know why teams schedule that.
Only the ACC does that. Only the ACC.
Why? I don't fucking get it. Like, it's so weird to me. I don't understand. Like when you text me, you show me the picture that you're at the stadium, brother. I was getting the barbecue pit ready because I was about to grill some food.
Yeah, you didn't even know. Yeah.
And you text me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, I forgot the game was Friday.
Yeah.
But getting into the game, brother, I'll let you take it away because I'll get my 2 cents afterwards.
To me, it was a devastating loss just because of what was at stake. Now, we can still make the ACC championship game, and we still, this loss there's a possibility that it won't matter. But it's the same old shit, bro. We start out 5-0, 6-0. We beat Florida, we beat FSU, we beat Notre Dame, and then you lose to Louisville. Now, hats off to Louisville. They a hell of a game plan. They were getting the ball out quick. Obviously I was there. I saw every play that they played. They were getting the ball out quick. They didn't allow the Mesidor and Bain to get to the quarterback. They were running the ball. The quarterback was quick with his decisions. Didn't make much mistakes. Hats off to Louisville. They had a great game plan. They really did. Yeah, my boy Andy. Yeah, FSU. Yeah. Whatever. Listen, y'all. You still got smoked by us. So shut the fuck up. But anyways, so hats off to Louisville, but just unacceptable loss, unacceptable coaching performance. I think the University of Miami had like 50 yards rushing. What the fuck is that when you have probably the best O-line in the nation? And by the way, they did not play like the best O-line in the nation yesterday. Yeah. Carson Beck, he said that he laid an egg in the post game press conference. No, bro, you laid 2 eggs. He laid 2 eggs. That was bad.
4 eggs. He laid 4 eggs.
Yeah, 4 eggs for all his 4 interceptions, by the way. 4 interceptions. The play calling combined, the coaching and the play calling combined with Carson Beck's play was just a recipe for disaster. We couldn't overcome it, and we lost the game. We were down 14-0 to start off. At that point, I wasn't worried because we came back and we scored real quick, 14-7. And how many times do you see, especially college, like these top teams get down 14-0, but they come right back and then it turns out to be a blowout.
100%.
But we scored right away to make it 17-14. But once I saw that it was halftime and we didn't score for 9 minutes going into halftime and it was 14-10 Louisville, I go, this smells like this doesn't have a good feeling.
Yeah.
And I was right. At halftime, I went to the game with one of my homeboys, and at halftime I was talking to UM fans, and I'm like, "Yo, I got a nervous feeling about this." And a lot of people was like, "Nah, we'll do it." I go, "Okay," and it turns out I was right. We did not look right from jump, and it showed. Carson Beck had 4 turnovers. If we don't turn the ball over, we would have won the game. And what was crazy is that he had an interception with 8 minutes to go. Fans were leaving. Down by 11. Fans were leaving. As the fans were leaving, we forced a fumble, and we score right away. Yeah. And so all of a sudden, it's 7 minutes left, and we're down by 3. Oh, my God. The fans started running back to the seat. And we had a chance to tie it or possibly win it. And, bro, first of all, 30 seconds left, right? And this is not the reason why we lost. I just think there was so many reasons why we lost. But 30 seconds left. I think you have one timeout. You throw an out to the receiver. The ball, even if it's completed, he's gonna be in bounds. That would have been a 5-yard completion.
You're already in field goal range.
Throw it over the middle or attack the boundary to get a touchdown. Why are you gonna call a play that the best thing that can happen is a 5-yard completion and the clock runs. And the worst case scenario is what happened. Carson Beck threw it in instead of out, gets picked off, game over. So, it just that play call. And the last drive of the game, Mario Cristobal, he refused to run the ball.
Refused to run it.
I'm like, what? I'm literally at Hard Rock Stadium
sitting
down in my seat. That what?
You're in field goal range, bro. You're already in field goal range. Run the ball.
Run the ball at least once. If you want to take a couple shots, I get it. But run the ball.
Exactly. Shots down the field, not that.
Shots down the field, but run the ball. Bro, I'm literally at Hard Rock Stadium watching this, and I'm in shock. I'm like, bro, they're not running the ball. That is what we do. O-line, trench play, running the ball. Bro, it was bad. It was all bad. And, last night I was telling myself, bro, I'm done with football, bro. I'm pissed off. Obviously I was a little lit. I was like, bro, I'm not wearing any more gear. Fuck off. I was pissed, because it's just the same old shit. You lose to a team like Louisville, which is a good team, by the way. They are a good team. But come on, like you're supposed to turn the corner. We talked about starting up the car, and we talked about putting their driving. No. They had to stop now. They had to stop on the side of the road because the car broke down. So
I think, listen, they forgot they had the park brake on when they put it in drive. They hit the gas pedal. They went nowhere, bro. I think that's what happened.
They went nowhere. They're like, bro. It's like I don't know if you ever seen Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how do I turn this thing on? There's so many levers on this thing. So many levers. Bro. Listen, this loss is going to be a loss to bite them in the ass. I mean, but the problem is that they might not make the ACC championship game now because there's so many teams that have cakewalks to going undefeated, like Virginia, Duke, Georgia Tech, because we don't play any of them. We don't play none of them. Yeah. So they got the easy part of the schedule. So if Duke and Georgia Tech are not going to be undefeated because they play each other. But I think they're playing them right now. But let's just say Virginia and Georgia Tech are undefeated in the ACC play. Guess what? UM don't make the ACC championship game.
I don't think you make the 12 either.
That's bro. If they don't make the playoffs this year, that is devastation. 100%. That is devastating. If they don't make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs,
I mean, y'all's kind of saving grace, I guess, when it comes to playoff committee is the fact that we
have a lot of quality wins.
Yeah, you have a lot of quality wins. You have the FSU win, which
we have, but
I don't know how that's going to hold up. But you have Notre Dame, and Notre Dame is starting to turn a tide here.
Turn the corner, right? We have three ranked, opponents that were ranked wins. Notre Dame was ranked at the time. USF was ranked at the time, and FSU was ranked at the time, and they were all top 20. So at the time, and Florida beat Texas. And we beat Florida. So we do a lot of quality wins. Look, the season is not over. It's not over. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. But it feels like one of those disaster losses that can derail the season. So listen, we have to win out. We got to go 11-1.
Yes.
We got to go 11-1. We got to go 7-1 in the ACC. And we have to hope that there's not two undefeated teams so we can play in the ACC championship game. Plain and simple. But it was a horrible loss. I'm extremely livid. I'm extremely pissed off. It's just a combination of being pissed off because of last night and a combination of just what the shit show of the Dolphins and the Hurricanes have become.
Right.
Even though the Hurricanes are starting to turn the corner, look what they do.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. I'm extremely pissed. I still am. I didn't even want to hop on here, as you know, but obviously I wanted to. I'm not gonna let my emotions.
And I get it, brother. I mean, listen, it was a tough loss. Like I said, I was out back. I was I was grilling some meat and I was looking through the window because I had a TV on. I was looking through the window and I was like, "What the fuck is going?" To the point to where I had to look up Louisville and see who they played, and see, I'm like, "Is this team really that good? Like, what is going on?"
Well, Louisville's good, but not like they're not on Miami. Listen, Miami looked unrecognizable. That's what they looked.
It comes down to this because this is what I told myself when I was like, is Louisville really that good? And I was like, two things. And I told you this at the very beginning of the season. Carson Beck, under pressure, is not good. He's
he's
not.
good.
He is a turnover machine, and I know this from experience. Turnover machine.
Yeah, he played in the SEC. You guys played him a lot. I know.
And Mario Cristobal will always Mario Cristobal. That's what it comes down to. He can't win the big one. And this was a big one because you shouldn't have lost it.
But here's the thing: it's not, a big one in terms of that, but it's not a big one. You already had all the big ones. You already had them. Why are you losing to Louisville at home on a Friday night? Like
that's why it's a big one. That's why I text you. Remember when you sent me the picture?
In theory, they're all big ones. I get it, but come on, bro.
Divisional games are big ones. All of them.
I understand that, but when you're just coming off a win against FSU on the road, at the time FSU was number 18 in the nation. When you're coming off a Notre Dame win, when you're coming off a Florida win, come on, bro.
I think that he didn't have the team prepared, brother. I don't.
Yeah, and listen, look, it's hard to go undefeated. I understand that, and if Miami, let's say they go 11-1 and they smoke everybody else and they win the ACC, this will be all for nothing. This loss will be all for nothing.
Yeah,
I get it. It happens. But the problem is that the University of Miami has done this too many times in the past for me to just say, it happens. No, fuck you, bro. Yeah. No, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It just happens. No, I'm pissed off, bro.
Yeah, this one shouldn't have happened.
This shouldn't have happened. Exactly.
Because like you said, when you come off a win from FSU and you come off a win from Notre Dame and you come off a win from USF, you don't lose to Louisville.
You don't lose to Louisville. And again, hats off to Louisville. They are a good team, and they're obviously going to be ranked now. After this. Now they're definitely going to be ranked. And they are a good team, but brother, you can't. And the whole time I'm like, nah, this team's different, dog. This team's not last year. This team's different. Yeah, okay. It's just, it's like, dog, how many times can I? It's like, you know what it is? It's like the dude who's always getting cheated on. Yeah. And he continues goes back because his girl tells him, baby, no, it's different. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. And then next week he gets home from work, walks in, and she's banging her coworker and shit. Like, how many times am I gonna get cheated on, dog? Yeah. That's what I feel like. How many times am I gonna get cheated on? How many times I'm gonna get abused, man? That's my question. Is you're pinpointing this time and time again, right? It's happened with 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. It's happened with Manny Diaz. Is now happening with Mario Cristobal. You're seeing in college football right now the firing of head coaches. At what point in time does the University of Miami pull the trigger on Mario Cristobal and go get you a head coach that can get it done?
Listen, bro. Mario Cristobal, he's gonna be safe, obviously this year and next year.
You're fucked then.
But Paul, that's an interesting. There's a lot of layers of what you just said, because I believe Mario Cristobal has gotten better every year with the university. He came into this program and it was bad program. It wasn't good. He's gotten better every year. Last year we started off 9-0. We did crumble at the end, but it was a big improvement from 2023. And then before last night, about 12 hours ago or 18 hours ago, it was a big improvement from 2024 to 2025. You say that, he can't get it done. Let's see, because the season's not over. They have a chance to run off all these wins and go 11-1 and possibly still be in the ACC championship game and win it. So,
do you have confidence for him to finish the season off 11-1?
Again, I guess to answer your question, if he fails this year and if he fails next year, then the answer is that's your answer. But
I think at the end of this year, if he fails at the end of this year, he's got to go, because that's 2 years in a row that he has fumbled at the end.
No, you're wrong, and I don't agree, because he is such a great recruiter. He knows how to bring his talent.
Look, Penn State just set the bar for expectations. Because look at what that coach did for that fucking team. And 2 years in a row, they crumbled at the end. They couldn't get it done. So they said, you got to go. Mario Cristobal.
But that was
I've had
10
it
years,
worse.
bro. That was
Huh?
10 years. That was 10 years in the making with Penn State. This
So
is
you're
not
gonna
10
get-
years, bro. This is going
So
on
you
year
want to
4.
give Mario Cristobal 10 years?
No, I don't want to give him 10 years. But what I'm not going to do is just, if you don't get it done this year, you got to go. No, definitely not doing that.
Carson Beck is gone.
And what do you call getting it done, by the way? What do you call getting it done? Because to me, it's if they don't win the ACC championship game, it's a failure. But
Bro,
if
make
they don't
the
win the national
playoff.
championship, but they don't have to win the national championship this year for it to be
No,
like, you know what I mean?
Make the playoff.
Okay, all right. So if he doesn't make the playoffs, to you, that's when he's got to go.
Yes, bro, because the playoff is
Okay.
now 12 teams.
I'm just asking. I was just asking.
Bro, so they've made it easier for Mario Cristobal to make the playoffs.
And he still can't get it.
And
He still can't get
do
that
it.
bitch
Like,
in.
come on, man.
He still can't get that bitch in.
Like they at this point in time, just make it 25 teams so that way Miami can see a playoff game.
Bro, you know what? Let's just make every team goes in, and then
Let's just make it a March Madness bracket.
the March. There you go. Now we can ensure Mario Cristobal gets in.
But
there.
I get it. I get it. He has turned this team around.
Yeah, he's turned the program. Listen, it is a very bad loss. I understand.
It's not the end of the world. I will agree with you
But
there, but you
it's not the end of the-
gotta win out.
Yeah. Look, it's not the end of the world, but the reason why I say it's unacceptable is because of the past histories of UM doing this shit. In
Right,
2017, we did the same bullshit.
Yeah.
We beat Notre Dame. We were 11-0. We lose the last game of the year.
Yep.
And then last year, same shit, bro. All we had to do was beat Syracuse while we were up 21-0 already, and we couldn't do it. And I could just name the time and time. 2023, the same bullshit. So that's why I'm so pissed, and that's why I'm like, I'm pretty much done. Not done, but I'm just whatever, bro. Like whatever happens. I can't take. I mean, whatever.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, brother.
I'm fucking just done.
I would have been the same way. That's kind of like I just love.
It's just very frustrating, bro. It's
It
just very
is.
frustrating.
And I'm kind of right there with you. Like I don't have any hope for Dallas to make a playoff game. And right now, the Longhorns are skin of their teeth, brother. Like this past winter, the Red River was huge.
Yeah, that was a great win, by the way.
Huge.
Great win.
Like we should be ranked again, and I don't see us being. I don't see us being above 20. We got to be below 20.
Somewhere in that range.
Right. We got to be below 20.
I mean,
now we can win out, but I mean, we still got some tough games. We still got Vanderbilt, right? Who's beating LSU right now.
I have it on right now.
Yeah, I have it on. We still have we have Vandy, we have A&M, we have Georgia. Like it's not an easy road.
No, SEC is.
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you, but
it's just and my thing is like it's just the.
It sucks.
It's just a letdown and this year I was really banking on Miami. After I saw them beat FSU, I was like, whoa. And the way that they beat them, I was like, oh shit, they're on another level.
That's when I agree with you too.
I hopped on the pod. I'm like, yo, this is championship level team.
Yeah.
And then to see this, it's just, brother, it's like, whoa, man. And so it's just very frustrating. It's like, dude, again, I feel like I'm giving a lot of analogies today. I don't know why, but it's like the equivalent of a dude that's like a virgin, and he's going out there like the 40-year-old virgin. He's still, and he can't get it done, and he can't. It's like you're almost there, boom. It's like in 2023, the Dolphins. Oh my God, I thought, we might win a play. Oh shit, we might. No. 2024, the Kings. Oh, bro, we're 9-0. No. 2025, we beat Notre Dame, Florida, FSU. They're all ranked. Oh my God, no. You know what I mean? It's just the fact of being over the past couple years of both of my squads when it comes to football being like close.
Yeah.
But just it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. And it makes you think, like, I was at the game last night after it was over, and I'm like, why do I keep spending my hard-earned money because I work like a motherfucker. I work like a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I work hard. Why do I have to? Why am I keep spending money, for both of these teams that haven't gave me shit, to be honest, over the
That's called being a
past
fan, brother.
years?
That's called being a fan.
I know, but it's extremely frustrating, bro. It really is. And look, they just put up the college rankings and they just crossed out Miami.
Crossed out Miami. Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, so it's extremely frustrating. Like, look, bro, even like teams like Georgia or Ohio State, like if you're a fan of them, at least you can say, hey man, fuck, at least we won 2 years ago. At least we,
But this answers your question that you had last time with I don't know why Ohio State's number one.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I think the folks that make that rank list, I think they were still had questions about Miami.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, well, no, I think that was just more of Ohio State's going to be number one until they're not,
Until they're not. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's, that was just because a lot of people were saying Miami should be number one.
Defending champs, Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying
undefeated.
That. And in my eyes, I don't care about the 1 and 2 and 3 to me, because nowadays it doesn't matter. But if you had to ask me before Friday night, I would have said, yeah, Miami probably deserve, because of their resume, they probably deserve to be number one.
Yeah.
But that shit don't matter, bro. There's still
October. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, brother. So it just, it was, that loss kind of broke me a little bit. I now the expectation is, I guess, just hold on for dear life and make the playoffs. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Win out. I will say, if y'all make the playoffs, you definitely could be a sleeper team. But
I know
you got to make the playoff.
Yeah, no, and I just, again, I don't know. I'm kind of just like, whatever, dog. Whatever happens, happens. I'm extremely pissed. It's maddening, but
yeah,
I guess it's just a game, right?
It's just a game that we both love.
Yeah, it's a game that to me it's more than a game, but okay.
It's more than a game, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a game at the end of the day, right, my brother? We're here to, we're still doing this and we're having a good old time, and I hope everybody else out there is enjoying it. But yeah, man, that's all I got for this week. I guess I'm gonna go I don't know, have a couple of drinks and just watch other teams play. And bro, it's just, bro.
There's some good games, bro. There's some good games on today.
No, there is. There's some great games, but it's just when you see a game like that coming from your team, especially like what was at stake. To watch football, it's like hard. It's like hard to
takes it out of you. Yeah,
it takes it out. It just godly. But it is what it is, brother. It is what it is,
brother. Like you said.
Anyways, listen, man.
We'll cap it off there.
Yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, me and my cousin ramble on a lot, but this is what we do. We talk about ball, and the topics come up, and we run with it. So
we run with it. Hey, y'all tune in next week, and let's see if our predictions are right. And hey, let's see. Let's see.
By the way, you got the Dolphins winning or losing?
Cleveland.
Remember, it's in Cleveland. 50-mile-an-hour winds.
I got Cleveland winning by 3.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game though. 17-14.
Okay, so we both got Cleveland. We both got the Cowboys. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So by the way, Longhorns play, right?
Next week, and let's see what happens. What'd you say?
Yeah, the Longhorns play Kentucky.
Longhorns play. Yeah, they play Kentucky tonight. Every game we got one out.
So it's a dub. You predicting a dub?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We're definitely winning that.
The dub. So
we're definitely winning that one.
But all right, man. Well, like I said, catch our guys on the flip side. Hopefully, I'm in a better mood next week. Hopefully, my mood did not show. Hopefully, I was still the same old. You're
good, brother.
Yeah, man.
All right, y'all. We'll cap it off. Y'all enjoy a day of football, and y'all tune in next week. Same time, same place.
Yes, sir.
We'll catch y'all later. Peace.